An-225 Antonov, also known as Mriya, which means dream in Ukrainian, was the world's largest and heaviest aircraft ever built. It was a marvel of engineering and a symbol of national pride for Ukraine. The aircraft was designed and built by the Antonov Design Bureau in the 1980s as an enlarged derivative of the Antonov An-225 airlifter for the express purpose of transporting Buran-class orbiters and Energia rocket components for the Soviet space program. The aircraft had a wingspan of 290 feet, or approximately 88 meters, a length of 275 feet, or 84 meters, a height of approximately 59 feet, or 18 meters, and a maximum takeoff weight of 640 tons. It had 6 turbofan engines, each engine of the Antonov An-225 Mriya, the ZMKB Progress D1AT turbofan engine. That gave it a cruising speed of 500 miles per hour or 800 km per hour, and a range of 9,575 miles or 15,400 kilometers. It could carry up to 250 tons of cargo inside its spacious fuselage or on its external mount. The An-225 had many unique design features that distinguished it from other aircraft. For example, it had a twin tail with an H-shaped horizontal stabilizer to provide stability and clearance for the external cargo. It also had a double-deck fuselage with a pressurized upper deck for the crew and passengers and an unpressurized lower deck for the cargo. The cargo door was fitted with a ramp for quick loading and unloading of cargo. The aircraft also had a fly-by-wire control system, a glass cockpit, and advanced avionics. The An-225 faced many engineering challenges during its development and construction. One of the main challenges was to ensure the structural integrity and aerodynamic performance of such a large and heavy aircraft. The designers had to use special materials such as titanium and aluminum alloys to reduce the weight and increase the strength of the airframe. They also had to optimize the wing shape, size, and sweep angle to achieve sufficient lift and reduce drag. Another challenge was to provide enough power and thrust for the aircraft to take off and land safely. The designers chose 6 Progress D1AT turbofan engines, which were originally developed for the An-124, but modified to increase their thrust and efficiency. They also had to design an increased capacity landing gear system with 32 wheels, some of which were steerable, to enable the aircraft to turn within a 197 feet or 60-meter wide runway. The An-225 was born out of the Cold War as a response to the American space shuttle program. The Soviet Union perceived the shuttle's large cargo bay and military applications as a threat and wanted a vehicle that could do the same. The result was the Buran, Blizzard in Russian, a Soviet shuttle that looked remarkably like its American counterpart, down to the black and white paint job. But the Buran, along with its companion rocket, the Energia, came with a logistical problem: how to transport the spacecraft from manufacturing facilities around Moscow to the Baikonur Cosmodrome, 1,300 miles away in today's southern Kazakhstan, from which Soviet space missions departed. Rather than building a new freeway across rivers and mountains, Soviet engineers asked the Antonov Design Bureau in Kiev to create a new transporter plane capable of airlifting the shuttle and its rocket. The latter was used as a basis for the new plane, which was essentially an enlarged version of the An-124 with 6 engines instead of 4, a twin tail instead of a single one, and an external mount for carrying oversized cargo. The new plane was named An-225 Mriya, which means dream or inspiration in Ukrainian. The development of the An-225 began in 1984 and took 4 years to complete. The aircraft made its maiden flight on December 21, 1988, piloted by Alexander Golunenko and his crew. It set several world records for its size, weight, and payload capacity. The An-225 was not only the largest and heaviest aircraft ever built, but also the most record-breaking one. It set 214 national and 124 world records in its lifetime, including the transportation of the heaviest payload ever airlifted at 253 tons. It also broke records for speed, altitude, distance, and other remarkable achievements in the world of aviation. It flew to more than 50 countries and territories around the world, covering all continents except Antarctica. It made frequent appearances at international air shows, where it showcased its impressive size and performance. It also performed commercial cargo transport assignments for various clients, ranging from governments and corporations to private individuals and organizations. It also participated in humanitarian relief efforts, delivering aid and supplies to disaster-stricken areas. The An-225 was originally planned to have a sister aircraft, a second An-225 airframe that would be identical to the first one. The second airframe, known as Mriya 2, was partially built in the late 1980s, but its construction was halted after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. The unfinished airframe was stored at the Antonov factory in Kiev, Ukraine, where it remained for decades. There were several attempts to revive and complete the second An-225 over the years. In 2006, Antonov announced a partnership with Boeing to resume the construction of Mriya 2, with the aim of completing it by 2008 and using it for commercial cargo transport. However, this plan was abandoned due to lack of funding and political instability. In 2016, Antonov signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Aerospace Industry Corporation of China, AICC, to jointly produce new An-225 aircraft in China, based on the existing design and technology. This plan also included the completion of Mriya 2 by 2019 and its delivery to AICC as the first customer. However, this plan was also cancelled due to legal disputes and technical difficulties. As of 2021, there were no concrete plans for the completion or production of any additional An-225 aircraft. The only operational An-225 remained under the ownership and operation of Antonov Airlines, a subsidiary of the state-owned Ukroboronprom company that managed Antonov. The aircraft continued to fly for various commercial and humanitarian missions around the world, but its future was uncertain. The aircraft faced many challenges and difficulties, such as high operating costs, maintenance issues, supply chain disruptions, security threats, and competition from other large cargo planes. The aircraft also depended on Russian suppliers for many of its parts, which became problematic after Russia's annexation of Crimea and invasion of Ukraine in 2014. In 2022, when Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, the An-225 became a target of attack. It was parked at an airfield near Kyiv, where it was undergoing maintenance and repairs. On February 27th, it was hit by Russian missiles that caused severe damage to its structure and engines, leaving behind a pile of wreckage and debris. The Ukrainian authorities confirmed that the aircraft was destroyed beyond repair and that they would rebuild it at Russia's expense. The destruction of the An-225 sparked outrage and sadness among the Ukrainian people and the international aviation community. Some also mourned the loss of a unique and legendary aircraft that represented a dream of innovation and achievement. The An-225 opened up new possibilities and opportunities for various industries and sectors that required heavy and oversized cargo transport, such as energy, mining, construction, aerospace, defense, and humanitarian aid. The An-225 was a cultural and symbolic icon that inspired generations and gained admiration. It was an aircraft that represented the pinnacle of human achievement in aviation. It was an aircraft that captured the imagination and curiosity of the general public. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Also, remember to give us a like so we can continue making content that you love. Thank you.